Let's get into this groove, baby.
What the fuck are y'all doing back there?
I don't need her bitching at me more than she already did.
Do little ass scratch.
What is what?
Rule number 1, cup your motherfucking hands.
Y'all are beginners, baby. Y'all don't get no good guys.
What up, y'all? We episode 9.
9.
As you can see, we got the fucking crew up in this bitch.
We up.
I'm Steph Blizzy.
Steph Blizzy. We got Sappy Holidays.
Hi, I'm Sappy.
Juju Smiley. We got Lucas on the camera.
Any mess ups from the camera, I'm sorry in advance, but got you.
It's all good.
I'll be all right.
It's all good. This is his first time locked in on the computer.
Locked
So,
in.
Hell yeah.
We're here with Meech. Tambien.
Welcome to the Blessed But Broken
presented
podcast.
by Meech. Yeah, Blessed But Broken podcast.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
You gotta
Give it
add a
up.
soundtrack. And
I got you. I just put the
music.
music. I put y'all's music. Well,
No, I'm talking about like you gotta put a round of applause right there.
oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
That one.
Like that. Something like that.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, it's been a minute since we've gotten to interview y'all. Lucas wasn't here before. We didn't have all the equipment. I think it fucked up last time too.
Yeah, we were having crazy technical difficulties.
Yeah, me and Juju did an interview. It didn't work out. I was learning. I can't say
Smoke
no
nine fucking blunts.
No
for
reason.
We about to smoke 9 more.
We're about to
Yeah,
smoke
We got
18.
Hell yeah. But no, this is gonna make up for it. I hope that y'all are happy that you get to see Sappy, Juju, and Steph.
Hi.
You know, finally all together as Blessed But Broken.
Dude, this is the first interview ever as
Blip
Blessed But
Broken.
Broken. Like
Yeah.
the 3, Juju, Sappy, and
throuple.
Steph. Like
Hell yeah.
that's
The
the
throuple,
first
yeah.
one.
So we'll just
Since
start it
we
off
got
by
together.
that. We'll just start off like that. How has it been since y'all finally have like linked up as 3? You know,
It's been really cool. I feel like once we figured it out, like last year or whatever, it just made more sense. Like everything just kind of, music felt better. Everything just progressing with like the band. Just every move we made felt better.
One thing that like comes to mind right away is like I remember before we added Juju to the band, whenever we were making Ugly Kids, we would be struggling to make a song like at least 3 minutes long. Like fuck,
For sure,
dude.
yeah.
Like, and then like now we added Juju, and now it's like we'd be struggling to like make a song
that's
shorter.
Like 2 minutes.
Yeah, like we be making like 4 or 5 minute songs. Like fuck, this shit's long.
Yeah, literally. Our sets have been long.
We're strengthening our attention spans.
hell yeah.
I grew up on long music though.
Yeah.
Like
Same, bro. All
like
the songs I
Metallica?
used to listen to were like 5 to 6
Yeah.
minutes long.
Metallica-
Grew up on 3 verses.
Metallica's like
4
Injustice.
choruses.
Injustice for All is like, I think it's like over an hour long, and there's 9 songs on it.
9?
There's only 9 songs.
That's
on it.
insane.
I love that album.
Yeah, I miss those
I heard a
hour-long
little bit of
albums.
that album.
Hell yeah.
Let's drop an hour-long album.
We did.
with 10 songs.
For real?
That's crazy.
With
Well,
10
Modern
songs.
Trash was how long? It was like damn near an hour.
It was close to an hour.
It was like 57 minutes, I think.
something. I don't know. Fact check us.
Hell yeah. Well, pull it up. We'll pull it up right there. So how's it been for you, Juju, since you finally are like Blessed But Broken now?
It's pretty. It's alright. It's alright. These guys are alright.
It's chill.
Nah, but I remember like I was doing solo stuff beforehand. I mean, yeah, I was doing solo stuff, pursuing that like by myself. And I like I remember being like I would always hear about motherfuckers building teams, having all this shit, and I'm like I need like motherfuckers to work with, get in the studio with, and you know like do shit with. Like I need a crew, and you know, just being out and about, like in Portales with like how the music scene is here. It's just like Portales in general. It's a small world. Like we all met each other pretty quickly, and as soon as it like, at least personally, as soon as it was like, I like let myself not be too shy and like tried to talk to motherfuckers. That's when like, you know, I started to get to know them and like, you know, grow into this shit.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. So like, how's it been for y'all having Juju around? You know, like what difference has it made him being a part of the crew?
It's crazy because like honestly, like we still got people missing, like honestly, but whenever we added Juju, we like low key added like Rain, and that's whenever we got really close with Meech and Highly Uneducated, and just like so. I don't know. Whenever Juju joined the band, that's like the memories are kind of tied to like just the whole Pray for the Future team like finally coming together, and it's been quite the learning experience, like being a team of creatives collaborating towards one thing. And I feel like 2024 was definitely like just a huge learning experience. I feel like we faced a learning curve.
That was the learning curve.
Yeah, for sure. Like there was a lot of
Teamwork.
yeah, for sure. And it was like it wasn't always pretty either. It was like
Having to learn how to work with each other.
mm-hmm. There was times like we were all pissing each other off, and things got serious.
We had stuff
See,
like
but
got in
growth
each
was
other's
made.
face.
Yeah, growth was made all the time. You know, like even with having to put things aside from ourselves and like having to be like, okay, you know, I can't be doing this shit. You know, like that takes a lot, and like that's not only respect for yourself, but like the rest of the crew as well.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're all trying to like obtain a goal, so like
Gotta put the egos aside.
yeah, like it's just I don't know.
If we all, and like it's hard to find people that like flow so creatively like we do. I'd say, like, you know, we can all think of something,
I'm
and
so sorry.
you know, we all think of something, we all think it's dope, and we can all like roll off of it pretty fluidly. I'd say so. You know, like having
Like
that
when we like bounce off each other.
yeah,
and stuff,
like having that comes with
Like we
like
bounce on each other.
We
whoa.
bounce.
It comes with wanting to work through shit, you know? Like,
Yeah.
drama goes on. You don't want the drama to go on, obviously,
Yeah.
since you gotta work through it,
Yeah.
figure it out, put shit
For sure.
aside.
Yeah, when Steph cheats on me with Juju, I hate it. It's just like, oh.
Hell yeah! So like, how's it been having Rain as y'all's videographer, photographer? Well, and like a bunch of and writer too. I'm pretty sure she helps write shit.
She's
She's all around.
Absolutely.
She's
Integral.
She's the best. Shout out Rain.
Shout out Rain.
Follow at reindewdle on
Reindewdle.
Instagram.
REINDEWDLE, maybe? Her home address is.
She's a creative mastermind, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like she has her hands in like everything we do. Like I don't want to say aside from the music, because like she do be giving her opinions on the music too, but like that's probably one of the few creative things that we got going on that like I don't know. It's mainly
She's not really
just-
dipping her toes.
Yeah, but
Anything
like,
visual.
yeah,
like anything.
everything visual. Like she has a part in for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There.
Say,
Censor that though. They don't get the clout.
like kind of like Steph was saying about how just Juju joined at the same time as everybody else, like, you know, kind of joined in and started working together. But I think mainly what changed was like, I feel like the drive, it shifted. Like there was like a drive before, but it's like, it was like only me and Steph, and it was almost like just this like hopeless, like, I don't know, man. We didn't have any money. We didn't have shit, like nothing. So like now having like a lot more like friends, and like I consider them like bandmates too, you know? Like they're like we say like team and stuff, but it's like overall like the collective of like a band, you know? And like there's just a lot of us, you know, just because like
Just pray for the future as a whole.
yeah, it's everybody. There's a function, you know, and it functions. It's really cool. Like the other day, like when we were in like the house, it was crazy. Like it was just like Silicon Valley. Like I don't know, just everybody's just doing something, and just I don't know if you guys know what that is. That's like fucking Mark Zuckerberg, all these like nerds, and like in like somebody's living room, just fucking. They're trying to make Facebook or, you know, like whatever, like
All on their
just-
laptops and shit.
yeah, everybody's on their laptops, and it's a business. It's functioning just in a house in a living room. It's basically
For
what we
sure.
do.
Or the docile.
Is that what that word is?
I think so. Let me ask you a question, Meech.
Whoa, that's a turn
So,
of events.
For those of you who aren't aware, Meech is also part of Pray for the Future. And he has been around and been witnessing a lot of shit. He's been there for all the highs and lows in the last like year and a half. And what's it been like for you since you've joined? everything you've seen?
It's been lit, bro. I don't know. Like I've told y'all, you know, we've all had our own conversations with each other. Like I've never had a group of friends like this. Like I've been this close with, you know, like and at that, like we're constantly linking up, and it's not like it doesn't get old. You know, I'm not like getting tired of y'all.
There's always some new shit going on.
It's
There's
like
no
I'm
way it
looking
can get
forward
old.
to linking up, you know, and like I don't know, like it's just genuinely good vibes all the time, you know. Like I've cried in front of y'all, you know, and y'all have never made me feel no type of way, you know. And like I hope I've never made y'all feel, you know, no type of way either. And I've learned a lot from Rain too, and Sappy, you know, like that's one thing I've had to work on, you know, being in a group is that like I'm not the leader all the time, you know, like I don't need to be running shit. So like it's okay to take advice from people that are like my peers, and like y'all are more knowledge than me on some shit, you know. So like it's okay to ask, you know. Like that's one thing y'all made me feel okay with is it's not a problem to ask, and it's not like it's a competition on what y'all know over me, you know.
Yeah,
I'll bounce off of that and say I relate to that for sure, because like in terms of at least coming like into Bless, like joining it, because I went from, you know, doing my own thing, I'm in charge of like fucking everything, to, you know, now there's like multiple people and it's not just me crowded in my room, just maybe Alex sitting on the bed and I'm just like, what do you think of this, you know? It's definitely a lot different with like so many people and such a like a big team. Like we got like 7, 8, 9 people. It's a pretty big team. For
And it's
like what
slowly
we're
just
doing.
getting bigger, you know, like adding everybody on. Like Lucas is also, that's another thing, is Lucas has been a big fucking help since he's like gotten on. Like clearly I'm not having to worry about running the cameras and shit, you know, like he's doing that. I'm able to focus on like what we're talking about, and like he's learning too, you know. And like I gotta come to him for advice sometimes on certain shit whenever it's like I don't know how I feel about this, you know. But I'm glad that I've built the relationship that I have with y'all over the short amount of time that we've been friends. Like, cause it hasn't been that long. I don't feel like, you know, like it feels long for us, but
It's been like a couple of years. At this
yeah,
point.
pretty much,
Like-
bro. And like I've had deep talks with like every
Like what,
one of
Fright
y'all.
Night?
Yeah, Fright Night, literally. And like
That'd be like October of 2023 is like really like, or maybe low-key like November, because that was like the very end of October.
Yeah.
So like, but yeah, that'd make it like what,
We're keeping track.
like 6 months, a year and a half, like exactly almost.
Be
It's,
2 years
it's
in
walking
October.
and talking.
but no, it's been like really, it's been really cool, you know, and like doing like interviews, like you don't constantly stay busy all the time, you know. You got to kind of adjust to what's like around and where you can like go. So like y'all definitely gave me an outlet to still show like what I can be creative with, you know, and like being more open to like writing and like acting and shit. Like I really enjoy acting with y'all, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
it's
fuck
fun.
yeah.
Like it's so fucking fun whenever we're filming shit and like we're all laughing and shit, you know. Like I
Can't
I
even
love that
fucking
shit.
film it because we're cracking up.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like it's always good ass vibes. Like I love these guys. Like I got so much respect for them, and like I can't wait until they make it. That's all I'll say.
Speaking of
Till we
acting,
make it.
speaking of acting,
We-
I brought a. I wanna reel us into this next section. I brought you a gift. I brought you something. I brought you a little something for the road.
Oh
Act-
fuck! I
what does that have to
forgot.
do with acting?
Cause read it. Read the thing.
Cowboy.
Hey, that's a
Damn,
Eas- that's
bro's
a
dropping
Easter
Easter
egg.
eggs.
That's an Easter
Cowboy.
egg.
We ain't even like.
That's a cowboy
we got
joint.
one draft of the script.
Y'all don't even
What?
know
This-
yet.
That's
Hell yeah, that's a
draft
great
enough, bro.
gift. Great gift. See, look, bro just gave me a gift.
Okay, but Meech is like a really good gift giver. Like,
He is, bro.
He's an amazing gift
Meech
giver.
gave me this gold lighter that goes with my grill.
Hell yeah.
I
That was not
was-
intentional, but
Oh, wasn't it? Dude, literally before we came over here, I was like flexing this lighter to them. I was like, this lighter's so sick, huh? They're like, yeah, it's dope. And I was like, Meech got it for me. And I was like, I don't know if he just like heard me, like, because I've been talking about how I want to like change like all my accessories to gold, like start accessorizing with gold jewelry.
see, and that's why I got the lighter, is because like I remember you saying that
Okay,
you just prefer
word.
gold, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, he likes gold, so I'm gonna get him gold.
Yeah, I had just got my grill too, and then you gave me this, and I was like, bro, like they fucking mad.
I have yet to get Juju anything, bro.
Bro,
but
you
but
can ask. Literally, like my mom, Alec. I'm bad at buying. Like you can ask me, like, what do you want, and I'm just gonna tell you I don't know for
see,
6 months.
I already had an idea, bro. Honestly, like I wanted to just buy like a shit ton of fucking just striped shirts for you, like
That's
striped long
crazy.
sleeves, just so you can have like a bunch of different fucking colorways, you know. Just like every photo
Pretty
shoot, you get a
crazy.
different. Which I still might do it, bro. You know, like
That's it.
if I can find like a deal or like a package where I can just get a
Right.
bunch of stripes, you know, like
Bro's
I'm
watching
getting
the
it.
branding.
Depop, bro.
Yeah, well, dude, it's like we learned in fucking in Dallas. You know, like you got to have some type of character, you know, like
Yeah.
persona. Like good example, people got to be able to dress up as you for Halloween. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
Like if you can master that, then you're doing something right.
Shout
Just go-
out Ashley.
Bro, did y'all
I don't
see
know.
that she signed Bad Baby to her
What?
To
her
the agency?
Yeah, her agency.
I saw that I saw on her story she was posting.
Yeah.
that.
That's crazy, bro.
That's just, bro, like
Hot
she
off the beef.
she be like working with some very high profile people.
Bro.
It's crazy.
We just gotta.
Going crazy.
We just gotta like make.
And
some
she's following
noise.
Blessed But Broken. Shout
Huh.
out.
Is she?
Is she following Blessed
Yeah.
Broken?
On that subject,
I don't know.
Go
I'm
check
gonna
right now.
I'm gonna verify
on that subject, how was it in Dallas? How's that experience?
Dallas
It was
was
awesome.
It was fire. I've personally I've been to Albuquerque, and when I was in like the 7th grade, I moved to like Alabama into like Huntsville around there. So like
The
I guess
hell?
I've kind of like seen city before, but like
Yeah.
Dallas was like
she
the first.
she do follow Blessed But Broken. That's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, shout out Ashley.
But I fucking Dallas was like the first like city I've like been in, explored, like really
Skyscrapers?
seen like up close and personal. Yeah.
Are those considered skyscrapers?
I mean, to a fucking
To
small
us,
town
yeah.
boy
To
like
us,
me, it
to
is.
us, yeah. To a small town girl.
Till we go to New York or something, we're like, that's a fucking skyscraper.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I can't look. I
We
look
might-
forward to that, bro.
We might see some buildings in Philly. I don't know.
Yeah, Philly's pretty big, I'd say. I mean, it's a city I've like.
I know there's buildings. I just don't know if we're gonna be in an area.
Where there's a hella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna, dude? I'm all like, this is funny. This is
We
funny.
can cut it out if we
Yeah.
need to.
What I was gonna say is like, I wonder if we're gonna have to Uber to the train station, or if
I've wondered
or if
that.
it's near the airport.
Fuck, that's a good.
I was asking
I feel
myself
like
that
we're
the other
probably
day.
gonna have to Uber low key.
It's like unavoidable.
That's just what my guts tell.
We might have to Uber. Well, that's the thing is we're not taking a ride, so we're probably gonna have to be Ubering everywhere.
But like a bus. Wait, to the maybe like a shuttle.
They probably got a
Did
shuttle.
he say we're getting a shuttle to the train?
I don't remember. I wish Casey was here right now.
I don't know.
We gotta.
Hey Casey, if you're watching this,
can you comment down below if we haven't asked you already? If this is out by the time we like aren't.
It's gonna be out. This shit's gonna be edited pretty quick. So like, Casey,
Comment below or message a chat. I don't know.
shout out Rain and Casey. There
Yeah,
are like
to-
there are travel leaders right now.
Yeah.
Like, they're
As soon
helping
as we
us,
go
for
on
sure.
tour, those are the tour
Navigators.
managers right there.
They got
right there.
They got a lot of experience, like
For sure.
traveling and shit. Fucking, well, some context for those of you who like don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We're going to launch music conference in Lancaster, Pennsylvania on April 16th.
Across the fucking country.
Yeah, it's the same event that we went to in Dallas, but this time it's happening in Lancaster, which is like their home base,
Yeah,
I guess.
that's their home turf.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Talk to some dope people, play some dope shows.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
meet some other cool bands. Last time we met quite a bit of people.
Yeah.
Pretty chill.
Hell yeah.
Dallas was fun.
Yeah.
Shout
Oh,
out
yeah.
Deep Ellum.
I wish this interview wasn't very it's very spontaneous. So like,
Yeah, we were supposed to get in the
Yeah,
studio.
I would have like worn somebody's like merch or something.
Don't talk shit on me if I'm not like crazy with these fucking questions right now.
No, he's not good.
Whenever this idea came up, I was literally drying off in the shower.
Dude,
and I'm like, damn, the music stopped for a second. Like,
You brought
why did it
Barack
stop?
Obama. You brought Barack
Yeah.
Obama.
Yeah,
You
we
just
was
got
at the
guys.
party,
What
dude.
else could we
got
ask
former
for?
presidents in this bitch.
That's my president.
That's
Like,
my
what else could we
president.
ask
That's his
for?
president. But yeah, it was a little last second, but
No, it's all good.
It's all
you
vibes.
got to keep in mind, a lot of these viewers don't know any of this shit. So
yeah,
like,
for real. So like, this is y'all's first time. If this is y'all's first time, meeting Blessed But Broken as a fool, welcome them. Hello. These are the homies.
I'm Steph Lizzy.
I'm Steph Blizzy too.
Oh yeah. So like, what do y'all think is been like
also
y'all's
Steph
biggest
We are Steph Blizzy band.
like personal change this year, or like not this year, but this last year?
Personal change.
Like something that you could be like, damn, like that drastically like is like different
Can I
compared
get
to
your
how
vape,
it
Sappy?
was before.
Thanks.
I don't know. You have to give me an example. Like,
Okay,
out.
so example, you know, my last year before I met y'all, I really didn't do shit all day. I just fucking played the game, just rode my horse on Red Dead. But like now that I'm with y'all, like I link up with y'all pretty often. You know, I rarely even play my fucking game. That's a drastic change for me for sure. I stopped smoking so much weed. Like, yeah, we're smoking a lot of weed right now, but I don't smoke that much, like on a day-to-day basis anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I slowed down.
Damn, I've sped up.
For real?
Yeah.
I know, bro. Dude, that's one thing. I remember whenever I first started kicking it with y'all, I'd bring like a blunt to the studio and I'd be like, y'all trying to smoke this? You'd be like, no, I'm not trying to get too high. And Sappy would be like, I'm already high, bro.
Yeah.
I've
And
been
like,
high.
Dude, slowly,
trying to come
like it just changed. Like you'd be like, yo, bring some wraps and we'll roll up. I'd be like, all right, cool, bet. And then Sappy would be like, I already smoked before I came, but I'm trying to smoke. Where's the blunt at? And I'm like, damn, like he's fucking ready. He's not even like.
That's how it would be when I would before Juju and Blessed. Like when I would come to the studio, I'd bring weed.
Yeah, at first it was normally just me and you always smoking up. Like we'd be the last ones.
Yeah, I do. I remember that as well. Y'all too.
But like
would
now,
never, tap out.
Now, like I don't know, it's random. Like because last time he was still asking for it when it was all tiny.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Smoke it till they stingers.
Smoke that shit.
Always vibes, bro. Y'all didn't hear that
That's
conversation.
right. This Glock is public information.
Sorry,
too.
we had technical
Damn.
difficulties.
Technical difficulties
Yeah, technical difficulties.
with conversation.
What's that noise?
All right, yeah. Oh yeah. How's the beatboxing? I mean, not the beatboxing. The fucking beat battles. God damn it! It's because Juju was beatboxing earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Juju. Honestly, I'm straight.
It's Juju's
You want
hit.
to hit this? Okay,
I'm not even passing it to you, bro. I'm passing it to Juju.
Juju gotta go get it then. Just play it. Just play it.
What's up?
How are the beat battles? You know, it's like that's a new thing y'all brought into. You know how did that idea come into existence? Like I know
there.
I know, but like I wasn't like all there. Like I remember I was listening to music and then y'all were like,
I guess it's fair. Yeah.
We're about to fucking do this. Like, dude, bro, help
Yeah.
us with this idea real quick.
I guess
We were
like,
bored.
I
We
mean,
were so bored.
me and Sappy were in a beat battle against like all like the scene in Albuquerque.
I went to one of
and-
those too.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
How was that for you?
It was pretty chill. My first beat, which was one of my weaker ones, was me versus this other person. They didn't show up, so I just got boosted up. And then
Did you get to play it?
Yeah, they just played my beat, whatever. I was gonna say no, but they just played it anyway because they were like, "Yeah, play that shit." I was like, "Okay," and then I fucking and this was on my birthday. It was like my birthday actively, and
Actively?
and I got through like a
Allegedly.
few rounds. I got through
Damn.
like the round before the last round, I want to say, or like the one before that. I got farther than I thought I would. And then I was just chilling. They had like Red Bulls in there, like just they were sponsored, I think. So I grabbed one and I was like tweaking off the Red Bull, just by myself in Albuquerque. Just
by yourself.
well, Alec wasn't in the beat battle. He was like in the car. He didn't want to be around that many people. So I was just like sitting there tweaking and like high and just like nervous as fuck.
Whenever we did the beat battle, we won our first round and then lost our second round. Yeah, dude, that's like a canon event for Blessed But Broken, right there.
I feel like that
dude.
was a case. We were like, oh
Yeah,
my.
because like we made 4 beats and like they were all pretty fucking good, but one of them was Population Music, which like is a song that's on Ugly Kids, the album, and we had just won the first round and we were getting ready to go in the second round, and I don't know if we were planning. I think we were planning on playing Population Music. And, like, Sappy was like, dude, I think we should play something else. Like, I think we should play, like, this other beat. And I was like, nah, bro, like, this is the one. Like, this one's crazy. And then we lost a round. And I was just like,
Fuck.
oh, like, if I would have listened to him. Like,
maybe would have won.
It's because it
Yeah.
sounded like Yeet. It sounded like Yeet.
Dude,
Oh
I
no,
was
that was the Yeet song
Yeah.
too.
Yo,
That
bro.
That's another canon event
Yeah.
from Blessed But
For
Broken.
real.
Fucking
All the canon events happening before I
man,
get to
fuck!
hang out
I'm
there.
starting the Blessed But Broken versus Broken Side beef here. Fuck that guy.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
That, bro.
You're not even gonna give context. Just
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
that guy.
Man, he was just trashing our shit. He was like, y'all shit sounds like yeet. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I don't even listen. I don't even know yeet.
I know what
bruh.
yeets and like
Bro said who?
it didn't really sound like yeet.
What
I
the
feel
fuck
like,
did you just say to me? Yeet?
feel like you was like I wasn't there, and I don't know if it was like how different the dropped version is from I guess what y'all played.
Yeah,
But
yes, I know who yeet is, but like, it didn't sound like yeet.
Didn't you say they were like drunk though? They probably
They're pretty.
they probably just
plastered.
didn't. They probably didn't
Pretty
want to be
plastered.
bothered.
Fuck them.
Bars.
Fuck them.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah. So like, okay, last beat battle was like,
I got something right here.
hell yeah, Steph a real one. I love Steph.
I love you too, bro.
Hell yeah. Okay, so like, give us some backstory to that beat battle, because like it was very hectic, and like
For sure, it was
just give some
It
explanation.
was. It
on
was.
why
It was
went the way
actually. It
went.
was raining outside, so we were like,
Yeah.
man, like it's raining.
We're stuck in Dallas.
Yeah.
It's raining.
It's oh, what are we gonna freaking do?
I think we just got bud or
And
something.
then-
We just got some.
yeah,
bud.
we had just
Yeah,
gotten
we
like
got some-
a handful of weed just in our hand.
Yeah.
Like, bro just gave it to us in like a piece of notebook paper.
I don't recall that one, bro.
Neither do I.
I did not get a look at that shit.
I remember that shit, bro.
That's crazy. Hell yeah. Shout out the homies in Dallas, bro.
Bro, that weed was crazy too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we fucking
Made some crazy.
we got
beats.
some weed. We smoked a joint,
Made some
and
beats.
then we were just like, I don't know. I don't even remember who threw out the idea. We were just like, who? Let's have a beat battle,
Yeah, I don't remember either.
and fucking. Then we just came to
Hell yeah.
Meech. We were like,
You gotta judge.
yeah. We were like, bro, we need you. Yeah, and then
Poppy.
I don't know. Then we
How do y'all
just-
feel about my judgment? Did I make a good choice? Like, because I picked you, right, to win?
Yeah.
Okay, how do y'all feel about my...
Juju's beat was fucking crazy.
I've- dude, I like Juju's beats a lot, bro. But it's because, like, they're, like, very, like... I don't know, I could be wrong, but, like, clubby and, like, party. Like, they
That's
get me
what I've
fucking
been on recently,
going,
for
you know?
sure. That's what
Like,
I've been on
they can get me,
recently.
like, right away, like, okay, I can get hyped to this shit, you know? But...
Get high.
Okay, and what about the second beat battle?
Second beat battle was rough for me personally. This is rough.
What
man.
happened?
I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Okay. That was like a really important day. Like, we had like a really... There was like another... That was like coincidentally like another canon event for Blessed But Broken, I feel. Like
What,
that.
the second beat battle.
Yeah,
Or-
like the day of that day. I
So
don't
we had
wanna-
like meetings that day.
Yeah, I don't want to like tell too much, but like, I don't know. I feel like that's what was on my mind more than like
The beat.
like a beat. Like I was just like so like in my head, but like I don't know. It was whatever. I was also just I just be stressing. I don't know. I be cooking beats and like I'll make just so many horrible, just awful beats. Like just
Beat like that.
like don't drop this. And then like
I'm gonna lie.
I finally-
this is fire.
I finally make something fire and then like I'll send it, but like it's a lot of really bad beats in between and it showed.
I feel that. For the second beat battle specifically, I remember, like I said it in the video, but I went into it, and for the first while, first 10 minutes, I was like, I have nothing. I'm about to flop so hard.
Yeah.
Then I just locked in, got a
Yeah,
little
you popped
beat,
off.
got a little bind.
Yeah, you went crazy. Honestly, I think your beat should have won, but it's whatever. You know what I mean? I
I
was
thought Juju's
crazy,
beat was
too.
good.
I was really confident in my beat,
No, it was a good beat too. Yeah.
but like then I heard yours and I was like, fuck. Yours was just like more different than mine. I feel like mine sounded just like nothing too different. I guess I don't know, but I don't know. I was kind of chilling on the last beat battle.
Damn.
I went into it like confident, and like when we picked that sample, I knew I already knew what I was gonna do to it and everything. So it was just like I just had to execute those ideas, but yeah, I won. So fuck it.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
He said, "I got the
I wasn't
credential."
taking down that bread.
I ain't
Fuck
eating
out,
no
yeah.
soggy ass bread.
That bread, I about puked, but I got it down. I lost with dignity. I did my punishment.
You ringed it
I'm
out,
proud
bro.
of
That
you.
part kills me, bro.
I know. I don't remember whose idea. I think it was my idea for the bread.
It was somebody's idea.
We gotta do another one.
Next
Pennsylvania.
one, 1 gram dab.
1 gram dab.
There you
You're
go.
fucking
Damn, that's
dude.
I
I'll
don't
green
know.
out.
And
Yeah,
an
that's
entire
crazy.
like
I'll get
brownie
sick.
edible.
Half
done
gram
that,
dab.
I've done that before, and that shit hurts.
Yeah,
And like you
this
have to
Juju
reheat
or
the
what?
fucking bucket and shit.
That's why I said half gram.
There was one
This
year
for Juju
like
or
I might like green out. That just might ruin my night.
for sure. I'll
That's
get like
fair.
I'll have to like lay down and shit.
I'm down to like throw up. I'm down to throw up for
you
sure.
fucking might. There was was
Not
a year
like-
that it was me and the homies. It was for New Year's. We were like, at midnight, we're gonna drop the fucking gram, and we each bought our own gram the dab, and we fucking did it, and that shit hurt, and like the lungs hurt.
The waste of wax.
Pretty much.
I just burned my whole gram.
You fucking reheat that
$30
shit for like 10 minutes, and it's still
Fuck,
going.
dude.
That's probably like not the way you're supposed to smoke wax, and if you're gonna do a gram dab, you probably gotta go about it better. But that's what we did.
Maybe for like
crazy.
a party. Like maybe for like a party.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pass it around. I don't know. I really
Yeah,
don't.
like if all of
Oh, I
us
see what you
did
mean.
a 1
Okay.
gram dab like together,
Split it up.
that might be a little bit more
That'd be
manageable.
more
I'd still
achievable.
get like probably high as fuck.
Just
Dude.
it would take a third of a gram each of us of a dab, and then we'll lock in for the beat battle.
I might be worthless personally.
Yeah, that last beat battle was me off a bong rip. Let alone like
Let alone a
Bong rip,
third
no
of a
nick.
gram.
like Casey looked at me. He was like whenever I hit the bong, he was like, "Why would you do that?" And it was one of those that hurt too. I was like,
One of the ones that just taste.
"Fuck!" You just feel it in your
Taste
chest.
that shit in your fucking esophagus.
I remember the first time I ever greened out. I was like 15, bro. And like me and my homies were smoking out of this pipe that had 2 bowls. Like one bowl in front of the other.
Holy fuck.
Oh, I've seen one of those before.
And like we lit both bowls and I hit that shit once and that shit hit me hard as fuck. And I went back to school and I remember sitting.
Went back to
Yeah, I went
school
back to
is
school.
crazy.
It was like at lunch. Then whenever I got to class, I'm like sitting there, like feeling just not okay. And right before class ends, I just left and went to the bathroom. As soon as I stepped in the bathroom, bro, I just started throwing up.
Oh
fucking
god.
everywhere, bro.
Yeah, my first time greening out, I was like 16, I think. And it was off some like, or no, it was like one of my first times hitting a dab out of the nectar collectors. It was one of those rubber ones. I went to my cousin's house, bro, and his friend was there, and he wasn't there. And we were like, damn, we were trying to smoke. And he was like, I'll give y'all a dab real quick. And he gave me a dab, bro, and I remember I was high as fuck, dude. I was laying there, and I thought Flappy Bird. I thought they were playing Flappy Bird, but they were playing UFC.
That's fucking
Bro,
it.
Bro, I was so fucked up, dude. And then I got in my Theo's car,
It's
bro.
like this bird looks like a grown ass man.
Dude,
That
I
shit's
wasn't
insane.
watching it. It just sounded like Flappy Bird.
Oh,
bro.
interesting.
And then, my aunt went and picked me up, and me and the homies, and then we were going back, and she stopped at Valero, bro. And I remember when she stopped, I just fucking threw up, bro, in the car. And we got back. She was like, "You're gonna clean that shit up." Like she already knew I was kind of like something was up.
all throughout the car.
Just in the front seat.
Oh,
And,
like
like-
in the car.
Down.
You didn't open the door and throw up.
I tried. I got like some of it, but like not all of it, you know.
That shit. Oh,
And like
God.
I got some of it on myself is the thing, bro.
I
Like,
hate that shit.
And like, bro, I was so mad, but I was so fucking high that I like I couldn't do
Sitting there
nothing,
all
bro.
fucking overstimulated
Yeah,
as
dude.
shit, probably.
Dude, no, I was just in the seat like this, bro. And then I remember she like got out and everybody got out.
Just accepted your fucking fate.
Bro.
You're like, well, I'm covered in puke now.
Bro, the motherfuckers I was living with, bro, at the time, they were like not homie like that yet. So like they just fucking left. But like my cousin, bro, my little cousin, Alicia, bro, she's real as fuck. She fucking went and seen that I was out there and I was like so covered in throw up. She like helped me clean myself off and got me like new clothes and shit. And then she cleaned that shit up. Cause like I was too
It's a
fucked
W,
up.
it's
And
a
I was like,
W.
I woke up in the morning, bro. I was like, thank you, dude. I was like, you're real as fuck for that. Cause like, I needed to clean that shit up, you know. But I was fucked, dude. I was so greened out, bro.
I don't think I've ever technically, because I'm assuming greening out is like you're so high you puke, pass out, right?
Well, I mean, you don't have to puke, but it's just to where you're like so uncomfortably high you can't even really function, you know, like at all.
Oh, okay. Then I have greened out a few times.
Damn.
Like,
Is
and get like nauseous. I get nauseous when I green
Yeah.
out.
there was one time it was me and the homie. We met up and we had planned this because we had just started hanging out together. We were like we'd meet up and smoke at the park, and then she was like, have you done edibles before? And I was like, no, I've never done edibles. And I was fucking, and she was like, I can get us some brownies if you're down to like plan a day and do some brownies. And I was like, okay, like fuck it. I think it was summer. It was either summer or like, it had to have been summer. There's no way it wasn't summer. But we planned the day, and like it was the day we met up at the park. It was over at fucking Rotary Park, over by the Berkeley's. And
okay.
I met her there, and she had 2 big ass brownies, and I guess she got them from like a family friend or something who like grew and made the brownies themselves or something, something along those lines. But she was like, okay, should we like eat a little bit or like eat all of it right now? Or, like, should we split this brownie or whatever? And I just said, fuck it, let's both eat our own brownie right now. And then we ate them, and we walked to Taco Bell. And I remember it like so fucking clearly too. We were just sitting there talking, you know, just waiting for the shit to like kick in. And we like dined in at Taco Bell because we had walked there. And then whoever was working, they came and like put our food down. And like as soon as I set it down, I was high as fuck for the rest of the day. And we had like, you know, went to Taco Bell, and then we went to Consigning Women's and bought like some, because I had a mouse at the time. It's a tiny little, I think it was called a fancy mouse or something. I got it from PetSmart.
Oh, shit.
And I was just trying to take care of that. And we went to Consigning Women, and we got a fucking, like a hamster cage for like $2.99. It was a giant ass thing that we had to piece together. And it was all like missing pieces or whatever. But we were high as shit, and we're like, let's get this for my mouse. So we went back to my house, and we were like trying to put it together. And then eventually, like, I got so fucking stoned. I was like stuck on my bed, and I fell asleep after some point. But I remember just being like locked. Like that's probably one of the only times I've been like couch locked. I think that term is.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
In the couch.
I was in the bed. I was in the
bed. In the couch. Yeah, edibles. I don't know. My experiences with edibles. Like I'm not gonna talk about our experience, but like we had one that was pretty fucking wild. We took what was it, 50 milligram, or was it 100?
We both took 100.
I remember y'all in the chat, y'all planned that, and I was so sad.
It was such a dumbass idea,
I couldn't
dude.
go.
It was such a dumbass idea,
dude. Like at some point, at first it was cool, like it was kicking in, and I was like vibing, but then I kept getting higher and higher, and then eventually I was like, okay, this isn't like this might have been a bad idea, you know what I mean?
I was already stressing, bro. I was like, fuck, dude, it's cold out here, bro. Like, I'm not gonna bitch out though, cause like I know this fool's tripping.
Yeah, and then finally we didn't even make it past halftime, bro. Fuck. That's just crazy.
Yeah, we couldn't do it.
Y'all didn't want to watch the halftime show? Was there a halftime show?
Fuck no, dude.
No Kendrick.
Yeah.
No Kendrick.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
Yeah. We had to watch that shit afterwards, bro. That's how high we were.
Mm-hmm. I watched
Sat there and remembered.
I watched it the next day.
Yeah.
Meech, I don't really hear you talk about like the Kendrick and Drake beef. What's your stance?
You
on
Drake
it?
or Kendrick? Let me hear it.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I listened to Drake before I really like started being cool with y'all, but like Sappy, whenever I first like got in, was like
I held a gun to his head.
Yeah, he's like fuck Drake, all this.
Bro, I've been on the fuck
all
Drake.
All I know is that it's free Palestine and fuck Drake,
dude. Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
That. We need to work on that one too.
I don't know. I like both of them, bro. Like, I don't know if any of the shit with Drake is true. You know, like, is there any like proof?
I mean, I know there's that one video of him being, he was on stage and there's like a 17-year-old.
Why you thick like that?
That's proof.
What? Okay, well then.
How old are you? Why you thick like that?
That's proof.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know, but
and he had that one lyric. He's all, he's like high school pics. He was even bad then.
That's proof.
That's proof. He says.
It's proof, I guess, right there. I don't know. I like Kendrick though. Kendrick got.
There's a lot of social media shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care enough about mainstream shit. You know, I mean, y'all kind of know how I am. I really don't listen to shit that's like too popular, like a lot of underground.
All right,
shit.
what if Suicide Boys and Blessed But Broken got into a beef, all out?
If y'all got into a beef, dog, fuck. Why would y'all?
Or like we got into a beef with like Ramirez. I know you fuck with Ramirez.
fuck with Ramirez too. I'd be more like fuck, like damn, this fool's crazy. Like it's gonna be some fucked up beef, you know. But
It's gotta get messy.
I mean, I'm close with y'all, you know. So like, I feel like it would have to be over a valid reason.
Nah, Meech is about to switch up. He's gonna switch up for the check.
I skipped them twice. I'm gonna admit that right now. I just skipped y'all on rotation like twice.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
But I don't know. I really fuck with Suicide Boys and them, bro. Just cause like whenever I was listening to them, like it was a like very terrific. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's Drake.
Drake! He copied my whole fucking flow. Oh, they kissed me to the phone.
How old are you?
Bro,
Why do you look like that? You think?
That's
you think?
insane.
Why
That's
you?
insane.
Why you look like that?
Why you look like that? You think, bro? Why did he say that?
That's fucking crazy.
The way he said it, bro. Like, fucking
motherfucker-
up, dude.
Motherfucker probably thought he was like, oh, like this is. I'm just joking.
Yeah, he probably thought it was funny as shit in the movie.
Bro.
Drake be like, I was just joshing.
No, Drake's the type of dude to say, I was just pulling your leg, buddy.
That's crazy.
I was just pulling your leg.
Thought we were just fooling around.
Fooling around.
Interesting question. Very interesting question.
Oh no, I'm nervous now.
One thing I do want to talk about, y'all's new music. Give us some backstory. What y'all got coming out, or what's already put out.
We got that mixtape we just dropped on YouTube.
Yeah, we got a mixtape.
Hosted by DJ Ugly Boy.
Yeah, hosted by DJ Ugly Boy.
Pray for the Future production.
Mixtape.
In the mix.
Songs that found me for a reason on YouTube and SoundCloud. Only because.
Or if you follow Sappy on Twitter, you can get the Untitled link.
Yeah, you can get the Untitled link. That'd be crazy.
Also,
Shout out
playforthefuture.com.
Yeah, pray
Also, prayforthefuture.com.
Pray for the Future.com.
Go check out the events tab.
right here. Pray
Go check
for
out the
the
gallery.
Future.com. Or it'll go this way.
Shout out Sappy. He
Yeah,
said
man.
he like locked in like
redo
3
that.
days.
Thank you.
Pray for the Future.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
1-800 pray for the future.
Pray for the fucking Future.com. Pray for the Future.com.
Fucking up, Lucas.
Call it 1-800 pray for the future.org.gov.com .net bitch.
.web.gov.edu.
Slash.
.edu.
Wait, don't forget slash highly uneducated.
Slash highly uneducated.
Pray for the future slash highly uneducated. You could also find this podcast and other podcasts that Meech has done.
You can find
on
this.
that tab.
You're gonna
Find
find
this.
this podcast on there.
You
After
can find
this
this
one's up,
podcast carved
You may
into
have
a stone wall.
have found it on
have
the
found it
website.
on That's
You might have
You
found
did.
this shit on fucking Facebook.
Yeah, if you found it on Facebook, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But like,
If you're here because we tagged all of our friends listening to this, hey,
hey, if you found this because somebody shared it on their story, hey,
If you found this just because you fuck with the movement,
hey,
what's up? We love you.
hell yeah,
we love you.
Oh fuck.
love you. Thank you for
If you don't fuck with this,
We still love you.
hey,
We spreading that
Hey.
love.
Hey, it's all right. Have a good day.
Say, have a
Have
good,
a good day.
Jesus love you.
Jesus loves you. It's okay.
Jesus gonna
Always
gonna
remember
love
that.
you.
Oh no, Jesus loves you. It's okay.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
We're trying to, but he for sure does.
Yeah, Jesus loves you for sure. I'm trying with all my patience, but I got you.
You're looking for unconditional love. Go to the church. Go to Jesus.
Yeah.
Facts.
Speaking of Jesus and relating it to your question about the music, I feel like I talked about God in a lot of my verses and stuff, you know what I mean? It's definitely a big inspiration of like, I don't know, just like where I come from and
Yeah,
what comes out of me when I create.
I know that y'all did Get Right with God. So like, how was that? How did the structure of that go? Like, whose verse went first?
That song was an insane process. I feel like a lot of our songs are built like this way I'm about to describe.
Yeah, I would say about almost the same way.
But I won't give too much, just to leave a little bit of mystery. But like, in terms of like how it was built, I just like, it's a little bit of a Frankenstein, but it was like a work in progress for a really long time. Like it's just like I feel like even back whenever we dropped like Wait For Me, This Has to Work, way however long ago that was, like there was just certain songs that like I would have, and like I was just kind of waiting to get some of the right verses or something, and like pieced songs together that made sense because it like flowed into each other. But as far as like that, like the intro was like its own thing. And then there's like another section to like that song that like nobody's really ever heard. It kind of fucking sucks, but like there's a reason. Like it just like cuts off like where it is. But like where we have it now is pretty crazy. I feel like that song is like just this like wild introduction. It's really introspective. I feel like I've been personally taking the time to like just be more. I don't know, just what's on my mind, I guess. I don't know, just insanely like personal stuff. Even if it's like simple, like it has like I don't know, just like meaning to me.
Whose phone's going off?
Chill the
What are y'all
fuck out,
talking
Juju.
about in those verses?
Chill the fuck out.
I mean, your verses first, I guess. You can go for it. We'll go in order.
What did you say? What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are y'all saying in y'all's verses?
I'm saying like, what are my lyrics? I don't know. I come from a place of like no intimacy, like no like vulnerability, or like no like I don't know. It's just like interesting, I guess, but like so it's just like why can't we all just love each other? Not to be like not intimate in like this weird nature, but like just I don't know. I just feel like I don't know, just conversations are like important things to talk about. I don't know. Why can't we all just love each other? And like I don't know. Everything I'm saying is pretty rather metaphorical, but like in a way I'm just like it's like my version of like just talking about what's on my mind, and as in like a therapeutic type of way, and like letting go of like just as like the part of like the healing process of whoever has something that they're going through that is in the middle of the healing process, and whatever it is, mine just so happens to be music and writing it down and making it into like words and sounds and stuff, but like whatever that is, like that's just mine, and that's what that is. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. And you, Juju?
My verse is essentially like, well, I approached it like,
I only do that first line. I only step forward, I never step back. That's fire.
well, my thought process when I wrote it was I'm gonna list all the reasons why I need to get right with God, because that's like the name.
Okay.
So at least that's why I was like, dog, where the hoes at? Dog, where the dro at? I need my paper. That's where that came from. But when I said, at least the first line, like you were just saying, I was just with a lot of my first lines.
It was on a whole different song, for one.
Oh yeah,
I don't even remember what song that verse was actually on, but I just like kind of slipped it in, or maybe it was just on like a beat, and then I put like the intro on it or something.
The I only step forward, I don't step back.
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't even remember at this point, because like that song went through so many like changes.
No,
like,
that's part of that verse, because I remember writing the
like it's all
the
like
Mercedes part.
Yeah, it's all like the same verse, but like the beat that it was initially on.
Oh,
was,
okay.
like,
That's what I thought you were talking about, but then I thought you were talking about something else.
Yeah, I don't know. What the hell are we talking about anymore?
We're talking about what we talked about on the song
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
Right
yeah.
with God in our verses.
What you
What the
talking
fuck
about?
were you
Seb?
talking about that whole
What did you
time?
talk about, Seb, Lizzie?
So my I don't know, my perspective of like the song. Okay, let me just start off by saying like I'm a very God-fearing man, and I take my faith like very, very seriously, and like, but I also respect like everybody else's beliefs, and like I guess I have like an expectation to receive that respect in return. And so I was like in a not serious way, like I wasn't like super pleased with the direction that Sappy and Juju decided to take the song Get Right With God. Like I thought the song is fire as fuck,
Yeah.
but like just like the subject matter, you know what I mean? And like it's interesting. This is like a good lesson. Like perspective is crazy, you know what I mean? Just like the way, I don't know, like you describing how like the meaning of your verse and like my interpretation of that verse is like definitely different. So it's like,
I mean, and that's like music is interpretation either way. Like that verse, I mean, let's like imagine for a year from now we got 1 million monthly listeners. All of those motherfuckers who go and listen to that song probably won't know the context of like the verse or anything. So like, even in terms of like your verse and stuff too, like interpretation is always just like person to person, unless that context is given from like the artist. It's all up to interpretation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't say too much just because of that. You know, it's just like it means something to me, but like that's like my own personal thing. Like when I hear a song and I feel something and I do relate to it, it's my own personal thing. I know that artists don't feel what I'm feeling or I feel what they feel. But like I think like in like my perspective of like your verse is like I really appreciate it because like one, it's like it plays off of like it's got the same beat. Like the way I sample it is like it's got the same beat from the intro. So it's like the intro comes back and like, okay, we're back to this like subject matter. Like, and we're telling a story throughout this song, and like at the end of it, he's just kind of, I guess, just evaluating, just his perspective, and it's just it's really honest, and like I love that and appreciate
It's like
that.
raw.
It's raw as fuck, and like I love that and appreciate that more than like if like that's not something necessarily like you necessarily want to say in person, but like maybe like music got it out, whatever, like that's what it's all about. Like, and like it's just honest, and I really appreciated it. And like, but it also like it's just also makes for a really good song, I guess.
Yeah, that shit is good.
For
So like,
everything.
give more explanation. Like since we're on that topic, like what was your perspective like while you were making that?
I mean, I was just like speaking my mind, you know what I mean? It's like thoughts that I have that I don't know, that I normally wouldn't like really say out loud, because like I'm not trying to be like judgmental or whatever, but like at the end of the day, when it comes to writing music, like I write what I feel and what I think.
Yeah, you can't write for nobody else.
And like, I don't know. Like I know that they know it comes from a place of love, It's not out of like judgment. It's just like, I don't know. So like my verse is basically me like speaking on how I feel about their take on a song, this song called Get Right With God, in terms of subject matter, like to be specific, because like the song is fire. Like they both pop the fuck off. Like it's all dope. Everything is dope. I just wish like in those moments I was like wishing or hoping that they would have talked more about God. I guess, I don't know. Not to like over explain myself, but I don't know. It's like
Just what the song called for.
and like he said, like it makes for a good song,
Good
what
song,
I mean?
I guess.
Like,
It's the first song on the mixtape.
for me, that's just like it opens up. Like, why can't we all just love each other? Like, I don't know. Let's make just kind of. I feel it's important to make sure we're saying something. And like, I remember specifically like whenever I like wrote that part, like I was just like, I knew I was making a lot of music that was more negative, like in this like more negative vibration, and like I did want to make something more positive, but I don't know. It's just as far as for me, it's just like the music just kind of, as you're making it, it tells you what it needs, you know, like
Yeah.
it just like as you're like producing it or whatever, like it's just
You
auto
just, like hear it almost.
yeah, like autopilot, and you're just kind of like trial and erroring things and you know whatever, but it ended up that way into a point of like that's what the version we've been listening to for months.
Shit
at
was
least.
fire, bro. Shit was fire.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So like, y'all want to give any shout outs to anybody or like any heads up for like any events that are gonna come up pretty soon?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know when y'all be seeing this, but we got a show coming up here in the hometown at the home base,
April 4th.
April 4th.
April 4th.
Uncle Mike's.
And if the time has passed, I'm glad you came. If you're watching it from the show,
That show
glad
was
you-
fire, bro.
glad you came.
Thanks.
Show was
Yeah.
fire. Thank you
Y'all
guys.
gave
for
the
coming.
energy. It was dope.
It was dope. It's tight.
Or it's gonna be dope, whichever one. Is
Weed is dope. Weed is tight. Weed is tight.
Hell yeah. Any shout outs?
shout out the crew. Pray
Shout-
for the future.
shout out
Pray for
Pray-
the
Shout out
future.com.
PrayForTheFuture.com.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out Young Prodigy. Shout out Big
Young
A.
Prodigy, Big A.
Shout out
the
Roswell.
whole crew. Roswell.
Yeah.
Shout out Uncle Mike's.
Shout out Uncle Mike.
Shout out Phil.
Shout out Phil.
Shout out Philip.
Shout out Rain. Shout out Casey.
Shout out Rain. Shout out Casey.
Shout out Bell. Shout out Outlet.
Shout out Bell. Shout out Alex.
Ray.
Shout out
Shout out
Ray.
Ray.
Shout out Dochi. She don't got bots.
Dochi.
Shout out Dochi.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Lucas.
Shout out Lucas.
Shout out Luke.
Shout out Lucas.
Thanks for showing up on such short notice.
Shout
Shout out Sweetwater for hooking us
Shout
up
out
with
Sweetwater.
equipment.
Always sending the candy. Always calling up and
Yeah.
checking on us.
Yo, did you get your package? You get your package?
What,
Oh,
what projects you working on right
yeah,
now?
what you
Tell
got
me about
going?
it.
What do you need the
Yeah.
equipment for?
Yeah, if you record that, send it to me. I want to hear it.
What? They ain't hit me with that yet. That's crazy.
And then when he gets home, he like opens his thing and just turns on IM music. That's all he listens to. He never listens to it. He just listens to
That's crazy.
IM music only.
Playing that new Cardi.
New Cardi.
Hell yeah. Well, that was a highly uneducated podcast with Blessed But Broken,
Yeah.
Steph Blizzy, Sappy Holidays, and Juju Smiley.
In the mix.
Thanks for
by
having us,
me,
Meech.
Meech, and my other co-host, Lucas.
Lucas, Meech in the mix.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Episode 9.
In the mix.
On to episode 10.